Hello, my name is Gabrielle Gill. I'm here today to inform you all on suicide. Today I will be talking about the severity and risk factors of suicide and what that does include. I'll also be explaining not only who it affects, but the effects of suicide as well. And then lastly, I will be closing with the different behaviors, changes, and signs of identifying someone who's considering this decision. Right now, in the United States, suicide is on the top 10 list of causes of death. It currently leads with over 40,000 deaths every year. It actually doubled, and it is doubling the death rate of HIV and AIDS in the United States as well. A couple of different, on this slide you see a couple different methods, I guess you would call it, of suicide. People can actually use anything from pills to falls. Some people suffocate themselves in a different manner. Suicide right now is actually most common in teens. It currently is an issue with the whole depression, stress. Many people can probably relate as far as school or work or trying to figure out your life at a young age. Women being more emotional tend to be a huge or more common of suicide as well. Right now, the two main themes of depression or of suicide would be depression and distance. Depression being whether you're stressed, depressed, or you feel that for some reason life is it's too much to handle. Is what a lot of people tend to feel. They feel like it's an easy way out because they don't see a brighter light, unfortunately. And then distance would be a good sign to notice it, whether it be, you're separated from something you're used to. A lot of people who are homebodies, if you take them out of something they're used to or a comfortable zone, they tend to freak out and not really know how to handle things. And then a lot of the time, people who are physically there, but mentally they're just somewhere else, they tend to be at a high risk of suicide as well. A couple of signs would be when people are more depressed than normal. Everyone goes through those stages where you get depressed, you're sad for a couple of days. If you have something tragic in your life, you may even experience a couple of weeks of being down. But when you don't seem to get back up, that's a huge sign. And most people would recommend you to sit therapist or a doctor. Another one is speaking about it first. And then most people who do even consider the decision to, in their own lives, will mention something about it to people who are close or loved ones, family, friends, and they mention it, in passing, maybe that they're considering it or even thoughts about it. Most people, and nothing is said as, a general across the board, but it's most people do tend to consider it for a long period of time. On this slide, you will see that a graph that displays the fatality rate by suicide method. The lowest being one who cuts themselves. The next, with not too much more, is poisoning or an overdose. Even that could be with more so pills. That one doesn't seem to be as successful as others, obviously. Usually in hospitals, if someone can help you, they are usually able to help out with that. Falls, we've all seen the movies or even heard of things with people jumping off ledges or purposely ending their life through that. And then there's always suffocation, which takes a drastic change. Over 50% of all suicides are through suffocation, whether it be tying something around your neck or even having someone else do that for you. And then coming in around 80% is firearms, unfortunately. I can even relate to this story through a friend who's actually ended their life through a firearm, which is tragic. And then we also have a helpline which people can either, if you're a family member and you're concerned of one, or you're concerned for yourself as an individual, you can always call the number, which is 1-800-273-8255. Many people are aware of what suicide is and can agree that, it should be taken seriously, but a lot of people can joke around with it and not think, that when someone says something, they just kind of blow it off, but it could be an actual thing that it should be something that you actually take into consideration, because you don't know where that person's mind or state of mind is actually at. With over 40,000 people every year taking their own lives by choice, this issue increases and will consume the minds, which can even influence those who grow up, after us and look at people like that. The fact that, even anybody can consider it or think it's okay shows that something should be changed in just how we all interact with each other, maybe. Change is definitely needed. However, to see someone you love or care about either go through it, has done it, or even consider doing it can definitely take a scare on you. Like I said, I showed a couple of signs, or mentioned a couple of signs and changes, whether it be their behavior or anything different. Always take initiative, and it's better to be safe than sorry. Suicide is always a permanent decision for a temporary struggle in life. Perfect. Okay, Summer, can you come in the thing? And I'm just going to count them. Can you guys count your numbers?
1, 2, 3, 4.
And then that's 5, 6, and 7. There we go.